Hi, welcome back to Farm Manager 19. It's our Let's Play series, working with no contracts and expanding our farm here. And we've got our two fields. We got them both sown. We did get our bunkers put up here for the silage pit. We got 2 loads in there right now. Not even 2 full loads. Oh, I hit the right button. 25,000, so like a load in a little bit. We really haven't done anything much with it yet, but it is time to get harvesting. So, we're going to get on our soybean harvest. And as you can see, we've got 182,000. The goal is as soon as we sell this harvest, we're buying the next field over, field 18. That's my plan. And then I want to turn field 20 right here in front of us, the little field. I want to turn it into a grass field just to keep, whether we make it into hay and fill our barn up, or whether we fill our silage pit, our silage bunker up. Just when it comes on, we'll have it. I just want that grass to continually run like that. And we're going to alternate between 19 and 18 on our crops. Maybe soybeans on one, and where did I leave this Massey at? Just parked it in the ditch. Parked it in the ditch. Oh, I still got the trailer on it too. It's a real good place. Oh, I know what it is. I left my my grain trailer at the shop when I leased the big trailer to empty out all of our straw and our hay out of the barn, which was a very profitable day doing that. I'm glad we were saving it for that long. Hopefully by the next time we do it, we won't have to lease a trailer. We can just own one. I may just consider buying another one of those 20,000s, but when you line them up like that, it's really hard to get them in and out of the barn. I like just having a big trailer with a dolly. And we have to look at getting another tractor. But our order is we need to get the new field and then start working towards getting a larger tractor. I want to get something well up in the top of the middle-sized tractors. I want to get well over 200 horsepower, so we can start pulling big implements. I think he's far enough ahead now, especially because this tractor is undersized for this sower. Get our cover crop going. Especially because this tractor is undersized for the seeder. It moves very slow. It moves at almost half speed. Well, no, this time it wants to pull. Okay, maybe it has something to do with the way I had the cruise control set. But it's definitely sowing faster now than it was. It wasn't only doing 6. I thought it was dragged. And I guess I had the cruise control set low for matching the speed of the combine. That's not going to work real well because he's going to run faster than the combine can. Well, maybe we're not hurting as bad for a tractor anyway. Well, okay. Mistakes were made. It'll be fine. It will be fine. Watch these two run into each other. Be in each other's way, and they just can't figure out how to stay out of each other's way. Oh, no. They're making the turn? Okay. That sower's a little closer than I want it to be. We'll let it be for right now. We'll see what happens. I think it's well worth doing the extra seeding for the cover crop. I mean, it gives you a plus 30, which is pretty good, plus 30%. Especially with us not having a sprayer or a fertilizer right now to be able to fertilize the field. I'm gonna hold him up. I'm going to intentionally hold the sower up for a little while, just to give the combine a little bit more of a go. He just crashed into me. You know, blocked my ass. He just crashed the hell into me. Wasn't very nice of him. Here. We're just going to get rid of him for a second because that thing is just moving so much quicker. Alright, well, we'll chalk that up to more mistakes made. Be sure, before I don't think it ever mattered what I had the cruise control set on. The helper would run at full speed anyway. But whatever. It is what it is. But I think our little farm's moving along quite nicely. So I'm ready to get this. If I can get this harvest sold and get that third field going. This one turned into a grass field, so we can fill our hay barn. I'd love to fill this silage bunker. I know it's not going to hold that much. As you can see, it's already got maybe 100,000, something like that. Maybe 200. No, it should be about 250,000. You gotta be 10% before you can do it. 25,000 was 10%. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what we can get in there. So much different not having all the straw to have to bale or loader to use the loader wagon on. Probably should have harvested the small field first, but I wanted to go ahead and get the big field harvested. The harvesting is what's taking a long time, so get the big field harvested, and then because once we get the small field harvested here, we're just going to plant grass, and there should be enough money from the big field harvest that we can go sell. And then go ahead and buy field 18 over there. We can't harvest it because last I checked it had cotton on it, and it'd be $40,000 to lease a machine to harvest it, and you have to lease a special trailer and everything else. I just think that's a little ridiculous. So I mean, I know the machines are expensive, but it's just, to me, I don't think it's a good idea to use it. You know, especially because of the amount of time it's going to take to do it. Cotton harvest is very slow. It takes several special pieces of equipment. So I've done a couple of them in the couple of contracts in my test game doing it, and it seemed like it was a very slow harvest. Took a lot of time. You know, the bale is like 14,000 liters or something. I mean, it's a good sized bale, but I don't think that it's worth it. You know, because that field would probably get us one bale and let's see, 382 per thousand. To me, it's just not worth it. I think we would lose money on the lease. A lot of money. Go ahead and do a little bit of this. Service a little bit ourselves here. Let's go ahead and get our guy going again. Let's go ahead and just let him start working. Looks like the harvester's got a 3-pass lead on him so far. So 1, 2, 3, at least 3. Workers always lose time on turning around. That's what they lose their time on. Just waiting on our harvest. Waiting on our machine to get the harvesting done. That's as soon as he does, I think I'll be able to bank enough cash just off the big field. We can go buy the other large field over there and go ahead and get it sown. Get a cover crop on it. And I guess we kind of need to figure out what we want to grow next. Yeah, soybeans are down, but it's still at 1,700, which is still good enough. Sunflowers look great. I think maybe canola. I always do really well with canola. Yeah, potatoes and sugar beets, but again, they're so expensive to do. And, of course, hay and straw are way down because we sold so much of it in the last episode. So what's it take to do sunflowers? Doesn't it just take another header? Let me see. Okay, we can't plant it. You need a planter. Six meters. Six meters fertilizing does soybeans, corn. Now just a question. This one, 220 and the 50, okay, that's that. So the 1500, which I think is a power hero. No, only 4 meters. Maybe it's a cultivator. No, it's not either. So we could have one of those to run our cover crop. 401 and the 4,000. Okay. What is this? Okay. That's, you can put that with the power harrow. That's one of them. Okay, so we would have to get a I think that's just too much outlay for right now to think about trying to add more crops to our inventory. I think just running soybean and canola on our two large fields for a little while will do us well. We'll probably go every other with a wheat. We need to do soybean and canola and then do wheat and barley just so we don't overload the sell points with it. And while we're at it, we're going to continually run grass off the small field. Some will turn into hay, some will just throw into our silage pit so that we could start doing silage. You know, just sell a trailer load of silage here and there for a couple days until we run it out, and then come back and do it again. Because it normally carries a pretty good price. Turn that off. Do it well enough we don't have to come back? Aha, yes. If you hit it just right, they won't leave a little strip down the end there. Which is quite handy. Just pace them here for a minute, get them emptied out. Well enough. And sometimes I do stupid stuff like that right there. I think he was backing up because of that car, but I don't care about that car. That car can wait. Like I said, I think by rotating the 4 crops, we should be able to turn a healthy profit without driving our price down too much. I've kind of been riding this soybean a little hard here lately, just trying to get a little bit more money coming in. That guy's moving along fine. It's always nice to be sitting in on a healthy bank account. I'm going to do a bit of this one and try to get it sped up just a bit. He always has trouble at this end of the field because of the road and the trees and being able to turn around. And also the steep hill over here always gets them too. Sower's almost caught up with us. Should make his turnaround a lot faster just by running a header right here. So this combine's a slight big for this field. He has trouble turning it around. So I'm anxious to see in this in Farm 19 if the workers do a better job handling bigger machinery. So far it seems that they do. Seems that they work a lot better with the larger machinery. They don't get stuck as much. They have a little more wiggle room with how they drive and how they maneuver. And I think that's for a good thing. A really good thing. Going again. Check over here. We got one strip left. Doing well. Plenty of space in our grain cart. Let's see how he turns around now. We got to back up some more. See? Turns around much better. Much better when you cut him a nice little header like that. I'm really ready to buy that field. Field 18. Oh, am I was so ready for that. Why is that car just sitting there stopped? Nothing is blocking him. There's no reason for him to be stopped. Until he drives up there. That car was just sitting there waiting. Oh, now look, I back up a little bit and the car's gone. See, I think the traffic is just an absolute aggravation. And as we get more fields that are impacted by traffic, I'm probably just going to cut traffic off. I'm not a fan of the traffic. I find it super irritating, and it does make the map seem a little more alive. Like it's actually much more of a town, or a real place. But I don't care for having to deal with it just because the AI is not very smart. So we are going to put grass on this field. We're going to let our harvester get a little bit further ahead. I don't feel he can outrun us. Even though I take 2 shots off the other sides there for him, but I don't. He turns around so slow, I just don't think we can risk him being caught. So. Get ready. When he gets done, we can pull over here and empty that machine out. Alright, I think I'm going to call it for this episode. I'm trying to keep them a little shorter. It helps on my uploads because my internet is super slow. But anyway, if you like it, give me a drop me a like, give me a comment. Maybe hit the subscribe button. I hope it could help. Like I say, I really enjoy building, or playing these games, and I really enjoy doing these videos. So I guess we'll see y'all next time.